Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today I'm playing with the die set Wise Owl, which is the small die of the month from Spellbinders. I've already die cut pretty much everything out, and this is just adorable. There are, first off, these little books. So you've got 3 pieces to assemble a book. We've got this one, we've got the cover, and then we've got the die that goes for the papers. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to assemble a couple of books. And all of this is just so simple to do. And I think this is going to be friggin' adorable. And of course, the bird to me looks like Hedwig from Harry Potter. And so I'm not going white, which is my first inclination. That was the first thing I wanted to do. But I thought, you know what? I bet I'm not the only one thinking that. So I decided to go with gray and having with accents of whites. I think that's going to still look pretty cute. And I decided not to do the scarf. This part here is the scarf. So you can make it whichever Hogwarts house you want. And of course you could also make the books be all spell books. It would just take a little extra work on your part, you know, to do basically to make the cover so that it looks like a spell book. Okay, so that is it for our first one. Just lining up the edges, and now I've got a book. So I've got a couple more that I cut out that I'm going to go ahead and assemble real quick, and then we can get started on our bird. Oh, we also have, these are the easiest bits, we also have dies for an envelope and for a little seal with a little ribbon on there. So that is going to be absolutely fabulous. So I cut out 2 of the teeny envelopes, and I cut out 3 of the little ribbon pieces. Haven't decided which or how many I'm going to use. And you don't have to use these. One of the other dies, basically because it's one that is for the feet, that's this one, for the feet, and the beak also has this little bit here that is for our wax seal. So let's go ahead and add that one to this guy. So now we've got some books, and we've got a little envelope ready for delivery by our owl. So I've got most of the pieces kind of laid on there where they go. Now here's a nice thing about the dies. They also give an impression, and you can see it better on this light gray than you could on white. It has an impression of where everything is supposed to go. So that's going to make it easier for us to assemble. So we've got these bits here, which are the eyebrows, or lashes, which I think it could be in basically any color. I am going to get basic, since it's all feathers, I'm doing it all in white to go on our little light gray bird. And then we've got the other eye. And then we've got the little beak. And since we have an envelope ready, I'm going to go ahead and tuck this envelope under the beak before we really get it adhered down well. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I need to glue our envelope down first. Let's add some glue to the back of our envelope. I'll say right about there. And now you can adhere our little beak down. Okay, so since we have that on there, let's go ahead and do, I think next we're going to do the cheek pieces. Those are, again, some feathers. I think actually I'm going to color those up a little bit. So grabbing out my CR1. Nope, that's a little bit too bright. I think my CR2 is actually not as bright, so let's check it. Okay, so this one is actually kind of a pinker. So I'm just going to color that up. So if you do it in white, actually, you can color any of your papers. You can actually add some additional color to those, but just add a little bit of that corally color to these, and then we'll go ahead and add them down too. I think this is going to be so cute. Okay, so now we've got this one that is some tufts of his hair, or feathers. But it's like one of his ears and a little bit of the side of his face. Gives a little bit of shape there. And again, there are embossed lines right there too. And of course, I'm going to line it up with the background on that other, on that part of his head. Okay, then we've got some wings. So there are actually three pieces for the wings. We've got this one, which is a little bit larger, and then this one is just a little bit smaller. The larger one you're going to want to cut out twice because it'll go on both sides of our bird. So there is an embossed line on the front, so you're just going to add some glue to the front of that. And we're going to tuck that behind Mr. Owl. And then this one, we're going to layer the smaller one on top. And that just gives a little extra shape and dimension to that wing. And that's going to go on the front. So that's most of our bird done. Let's add his little feet. There we go. Want that one on that side. I changed my mind about where I wanted them. There we go. And then the last couple of pieces we've got for him are these eye pieces. Now, one, it goes over the other, so we would have one that I'm thinking I probably should have cut out of black. However, it's all one piece, so I'm going to use a black marker for that part. And then for the under piece, let's see. I think I want him to have blue eyes, so I'm going to grab out a blue marker. Okay, this one is kind of a blue-green and kind of matches the ribbon there. So first I'm going to go with our black. And just so that things don't move around, I'm going to use my silicone mat for this so that my pieces stay pretty much in place. And the same thing with my blues. And for our black pieces, we now just need to pop out the pieces that were still in there. There we go. So this one just lays right over the top like that. I think I am going to add a little bit more black around the edges though, because I can still see that white core around the edge. And then add some liquid glue behind the back of it. And we can pop that right down onto our blue eye. And any glue that is showing through will just dry clear. So that is all good to go. Let's do the same thing on our other eye. And now we can adhere his eyes down. And there is our little bird. Now, if you've got some of the more recent dies, I believe it was part of the Monster Birthday collection that has glasses. You may have some glasses that'll fit him as well. I don't have those, but that's okay. I think he looks super cute just the way he is. So for this other little envelope, I've got the teal ribbon, but I'm going to add, instead of the medallion, the wax seal, out of cardstock, I'm going to actually add a little piece of wax. This is one of the embellishments that I made last month when I was playing with the wax seal of the month. So I've still got a bunch of those little embellishments that I can add to cards, and I think that is a perfect little addition to our little envelope there. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on this card or on another one, but that part is all done. So everything is assembled. Now I just need to start putting it together on a card. So for the background, I'm using a panel that I made using some plain black cardstock and the handwritten cling stamp from Simon Hurley. I made this using some white pigment ink, and I just never did get around to using it, but it's been sitting here waiting for this opportunity. I think that is a perfect background for our little bird here. And then I'm going to take two of the books and I'm going to actually stack those up. So let's go ahead and add some glue down. With all of the layers of cardstock, this card's going to have plenty of dimension. I think I will add, I'm going to add a little bit of foam behind our bird, but not behind the books. So that gives him a little perch. And now we'll add some foam to the back of him. There we go. And then I've got a sentiment that I have from the, oh, that's going to be perfect. Just trying to debate if I wanted the top or the bottom. I think I wanted across the top, but I'm going to add a little bit of foam behind the back of it. This one says, enjoy your new chapter. That is one of the sentiments from the Glimmer of the Month this month. Everything is book theme. It's so cool. And there we go. That is going to finish it up. It was not hard to do at all. A few little bits, but I think this turned out super, super cute. I love those books. I love that little bird. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.